Hi, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning from whenever you're calling in or listening to this recording from. Welcome you once again to this week. So, as you can see on my screen, it's going to be an amazing week, in my opinion, because see a lot of red going on here, all the way from Monday down to Friday, we'll be having news releases everywhere. So, for news traders, please, take note, so you can take advantage of the trading opportunities. And for those of us that are not news traders, look at the well, you also know that there's going to be volatility in the market, meaning that your pairs are going to move more rapidly, hopefully. So just be on the lookout for that. Have GBP news from Monday, on Tuesday as well. So we'll be looking at I think just looking at the chart now, I think I saw about one or two that I'll be really concentrating on this week. Then we have New Zealand news as well too on Wednesday. Wednesday is just gonna be like you know a very busy day on the charts because of all the news all the way from 1 a.m. down to um, 7 p.m. GMT. So just be on the lookout. And like I said, I would always send out the my trade analysis so you can also cross check and confirm with what you have as well, so we can get this money. So without wasting much of your time, because I don't really want this to be too long, to make it easy to watch, I'm just gonna go straight to the charts. So right now, my very first chart for the day, not this one, GBP Swiss franc. This is gonna be one of my pairs. I've already marked it. Remember what I was looking for? Was looking for that double bottom to push all the way to the top, so that I can have that measured move. And I'm pretty sure the market makers already see that as well. That's 680 pips. But as you can see, it's not gonna give that easily. So, but what is happening right now is forming um, a bullish flag, or can call it descending wedge, sort of. So that means that there's a possibility of this jumping up to the upside. Yep. So just be on the lookout for that push to the upside. That is what seems quite um, it seems quite can I say probable, if you will. So I'm seeing this jumping all the way back to the top, and they'll probably bounce from there and it drop again. Or if it pushes above that, then you can expect that to break that level and then retest for that 600 plus peep that we're waiting for that double bottom, if the upside happens. But you can see that descending wedge, so or flag, whichever what you want to call it. You know how what happens when that breaks, it breaks to the upside. So that's what we're expecting. But maybe for some reason that doesn't play out. It just refuses to go to the to obey the rule, going to go up as we expected. If that doesn't play out, so good. We've already marked out the downside as well. If it decides to come down, it's in fact to be really sweet because the levels are quite clear. If it breaks below that level, takes you all the way to here. I don't like that color. So if it breaks below that level, probably look for a retest or something, and then get yourself down there. I don't know why my hands are not drawing very well today. So that's the level coinciding with the previous low that it created. So if we let me see how many pips that would be. It should be about 100 plus. If you can get that move to here, yep, it's about 135 pips. So that's your move right there if the upside doesn't work. But if the upside works, let me see how many pips that upside would be back to the top. About 160 as well, 160, 170 pips. So if this is one of those pairs, I'll really be looking at, coupled with the fact that we have that GBP news on Monday, so Monday, Tuesday. So that may just push it to where we want it to go. So just be on the lookout. That's one of my high prop pair I'm looking at this week. That one, if that plays out, be a good one. Then if it continues to the downside again, another good one. All the levels are created for you as well. So, but you know how it is. Sometimes you may just come here and then bounce back to the top before continuing to the downside. So whatever it plays, whatever play it does, we will still gonna be we're gonna trade it because the levels have been created. So recap, this is what I'm looking for, the upside because of that bullish flag or descending wedge, whichever one you want to call it, back into that structure level that it created for a total of how many pips? 160, almost 190. That was 184 pips. Yep, 154 pips or thereabout. So, but generally, I'm still really looking for this double bottom to play out. But sometimes it can be a dot. Remember what happened in GBP? Was it GBP NZD card or thereabout? Let me see if that's the one. NZD card, something similar. Was it an NZD card? Let me see. Um, yeah, it was an NZD card. Yeah, this move right here. We're waiting for that move to happen. This double bottom to play out. You see what I mean? So sometimes you may not always play out the way you want it to. We're waiting for that double bottom to play out. And what did you see? It failed. It failed. It came all the way. It acted as if it's going to play out, kind of pushed up to the upside, and then what did you see? Eventually broke all the way back to um, the support. So, anyways, so that's for GBP Swiss franc. So just be on the lookout for that pair. Tomorrow, that's what or starting from tonight anyway, I'm really gonna be keep a watch on that. Again, remember what tends to happen. Sometimes we may not get that um retest sometimes. So some people may decide to say, okay, I'm just gonna wait. If I see it break out a bit, I'm gonna jump in. That's whatever you choose to trade, whatever works for you. Is your whatever works for you should just be what you want to. I mean, just trade whatever works for you, but ensure that you always have a stop loss in place, so you don't, you know, um, um, shoot yourself in the foot. Then some other people may want to wait for that break of retest and then take it to the upside, whichever works for you. But
Quite
sometimes you
bold.
can see that. Please, can you mute yourself? Everyone on the call, just come in. Please mute yourself. So if that sometimes you can see it just break to the downside without even waiting. Example, the NZD USD that we saw last week, I was expecting a retest, just didn't retest at all. Even the Euro USD, it didn't retest, and that just kept coming down. But anyway, but whatever be the case, if you want to do a sell stop, you could do that. If you want to do a buy stop, then you're probably going to look for, or maybe like a previous, what am I saying now? Previous high, yep, a resistant level. My drawing is whack. So just look for a resistant level and put a buy stop there, then take it to the upside. But again, your stop loss must be in place so you can have control over your trade. So that's the pound Swiss franc. NZD card. I'm not entirely sure what this guy is trying to do. I've been waiting for that to come all the way from that top. See that giant rejection. So I was waiting for it to come all the way back to the bottom, but it seems to be yeah, it's still here. It still looks like a good see all those what's it called now, bearish engulfing candles. They are good strong candles, still look very neat with high probability of it continuing to the downside, although it created this double bottom. So we felt it was going to do the move to the upside, but that hasn't happened. We can't always know what the market is going to do. It's just going to we always have to react to it. That's the only way to win in the market. So it created this double bottom. We decided to take advantage of it. Although I got some moves to the upside. Some because of that move, but we moved stop loss in, but before we know it, came back and hit it and then came all the way down. So it's come back to this level. I think I was expecting it to come all the way back down here. I had two levels created for it, one here and one here, based on this analysis. So, but as you can see, it didn't come back before jumping up. You know, expect expected it to come all the way back here so that it can pick up the buy limit that I had here to take me back to the upside to that structure level. But yep, you can't always know what it's gonna do. So it came back and missed my buy limit by a few pips, and then got all the way back to that level I said it was gonna get to before dropping. And as you can see, it got there and then started coming down. Crazy, isn't it? So now expect it to probably come back down like it's done. Maybe hopefully comes back down now and picks me up and then takes me back up. But if it does that, I'm really gonna have this watch this very well, because anything can happen. Could just break below and then continue to the downside, especially the fact that we are expecting it to continue back to the bottom of the channel that I pointed out earlier. Remember this channel here? Yeah, where is it on the weekly? So especially the fact that I'm expecting this to go all the way back to the that channel. This is where I'm really expecting it to get all the way back to, but you never can tell, you know, come all the way back down, even lower than that eventually. But for now, it still has a long way to go. So we're just going to watch and see what it does and just react accordingly when it gives us something to trade. But right now, it's already made its move, so we don't have any trade. The only trade we have here is to have that buy limit at that level for you to come and pick that up. And if that fails, then it means it's just going to keep coming down. But if it comes down and then goes back up, well, it's called trading. It's supposed to do that. The only thing you have control over is your money, your risk, how much you're willing to risk, how much you're willing to lose in the market. So that, just be on the lookout for that one. Buy limit somewhere here. Stop loss. It's even easy for you to put stop loss here, because the next available level will be here, the previous low here, just a few pips below that. And then price may just push that. If the price comes down, just let it go and wait for the next move. USD chef, another good move, good trade. Look at that on the higher time frame, break above. Yeah, good move. We picked it because of that. This one here broke out, came back and retest, took us into the trade. We were in good profit, put stop loss into profit, and expected it to continue up. But what happened? Price um, fell again and came back into that level. So this is a good level to keep looking for on the daily. Now you can see it broke out, but this kind of looks like a reversal pattern sort of. But I wouldn't trust this to be a reversal pattern for, except it breaks all the way back into this level here, because right now it still looks bullish to me. It looks like a break and retest. As you can see it, break, retest, continues up, pull back. Yeah, can see the move. Let me just draw that out for you. Continue up, goes up, pull back, goes up again. Pulls back and pulls back at a nice structure level, pulls back into structure, and then breaks that, then pulls back into structure again. So what do we expect? Another jump to the upside, and then it will come, expecting it to go to this previous high that it's been to. So that's our trade right there's already at a good place for it to bounce. Now, for some reason, if this doesn't play out, of course, you already know it's going to break below here and then continue down to this level. The levels are clearly pointed out. So if you want to take advantage of it, you know, so although this pair has just been messy, it's been messing with us a lot. So, but if you have to trade, you just be careful, because it's a cheap pair. So a lot of people are probably trading it. So that retest, could check, have a buy limit somewhere around here. Enter by market, but your stop loss must have a stop loss. Must have a stop loss either there, previous low, or here, previous low. If you're very bold, you could just keep it here, but that's so a bit too massive, But I think the best place would be somewhere around here, to be honest, really. So just be on the lookout. That looks very good. It's like a good trade. I think I'm just gonna do that. Yeah, just gonna do that for now. Then the next one I'm gonna look at will be NZD. Remember what I told you? Expected it to drop and then break to the upside before continuing down. Yep, it refused to come. Will come back to the structure. Now it's already coming back. It's not a problem. But what we're trying to trade here is a double top here. Trying to trade that double top, as you can see. already have that created since last week, and then yeah, last week Friday or thereabout, double top and the neckline. So what are we expecting? Look at that massive engulfing candle. Isn't that lovely? So the next what we'll be expecting now is, I'm really expecting, I know price is going to pull back up, because you can't make this kind of move and not pull back up. You see, you can see that, see something similar here. So it's not going to make this kind of move and not pull. Might still, it would to still, I'm not saying that it's set on stone that it may not change, but my bias is that it's going to probably pull back up into structure previous level. Remember what my trade, to always pull back into previous level and then continue to the downside. But if that doesn't happen, then it means this might just continue, keep coming down. But if it comes down, no, not a problem. We still have a level here that we want it to break and retest, which is the neckline, for you to continue to the downside. And then the first TP will be this um what's it called, this shadow here, you know. And then if it breaks that, comes back to this next level for total, for the full double bottom, um what's it called now, trade. You know how we trade double bottoms, I'm sorry, double tops, the neckline, distance between the show top and the neckline. So I would choose this one instead of that one. So that would be this one. As you can see, yep, yeah, almost perfect, near perfect from the neckline to this level, as you can see it. So that will be your TP for total of, let's see that, if we can catch that, yeah, nice 280 pips for us right there. So just be on the lookout. You already have this level right here. So this is where your trade is at. Your trade is at to this level. You have two possibilities that's going to play out here. At this level, price is just going to come down and then bounce back to this level before continuing to the downside. That's one analysis. The next one is for price to break that level, retest that level, previous low, and then continue. That will be your first TP. And if it breaks that level, continues to the downside. But remember, you don't stay married to your trade. Just react to it as it. As long as you have your levels created, react to them as they occur. So that's one trade I'm going to look out this week as well. NZD USD, Euro USD. Yeah, but same thing. Expected that to drop and then come to retest that level to continue to the downside. Remember that head and shoulder that we saw here move, first shoulder, head, second shoulder. So we expected that to, yeah, kind of broke and retested. Sweet. We expected, since it broke this level, expected to go back to retest that level before dropping, but it didn't retest. It just kept dropping. Came all the way down to where we measured our measured move. So it's almost there now. So you can find a trade at this level as well. That will be, if it comes down to that level, possible buyer limit there, take you back up, you know. That's what may happen there. But let me see on the higher time frame what where my what I was looking at. Okay, yeah, so messy to be honest. Yeah, that was what I was looking for. This thing has fooled a lot of people, this head and shoulder, you know. So we're not all good. Let's just follow the trade as it occurs. So if it gets to this level, buy limit already there, stop loss somewhere around here, below that previous low, then you can buy it back to the top side. That's the only available place anyway, top side. But if it breaks that and continues to the downside, your next level will be that 1.12170. That's the next level, I would presume. Let me see if there's anything with before that. Yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, maybe this one, but that shouldn't be too much of. Let me see what it is on the smaller time frame. Okay, maybe that level, but it's not so big. Let me see how many pips. From there, we'll get an entry there. About 30 pips if you want to scalp that, but I think it's not really relevant. It's not very, it might be, price may just ignore it and come all the way down to that level, 1.12170, like I said. So, but I'm just gonna keep that there. Just gonna keep that there. Probably change the color so for to be able to watch it. Let's keep it yellow. It's it's not a significant level, but I'll just keep it. I want to really trade that. Okay, I wanted to check gold, but I think I'm gonna abandon gold for now because of that. Yeah, we saw that coming. So we expected that to happen, head and shoulder. Then it came back, came down, was coming. We're happy, and then it kind of fell short and started coming back up to that level. So now, two options. If you want to trade it, personally, I've left this guy alone for now until I find something else. This is what gold does, fails. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen. Price was going to do that and come to this level, and that played out perfectly. So we expected price to continue, to measured move, but that didn't happen. But it's all good. What you might do now, if you want to trade this, is right now it's already begun. So maybe you can drop down to your smaller time frame and look for price to break this level. This might be a level to look for. Yep. So I might look for something around here. Yeah, I might look for something around there. Excuse me, where is it now? That's my drawing pen. Yep. So yeah, look for something around here. Yeah, and then TP somewhere around here. If you really want to trade this, but if I'm going to trade this at all, I'm just going to ignore all of that level till price breaks this previous low that it's been to, so as to be on the safe side. Somebody's sending a message. Let me see. Just like inverted. Okay, which one? Okay, this one, right? Yeah, I might say so. I was a my call. I might say so if possible. So if you call this an impulse, then the neck, then the head, the neck, the okay. Well, okay. Might be, is some inverted is not some inverted are not clear. Like some of us like to trade it like that. Some of them are not very clear like that. So sometimes it could be, could do that and then do that and then, so there's no sets, what's it called? Sometimes that plays out. For me personally, I have to see it clearly. I need to see, I need to see that second shoulder, right shoulder. They just have to be clear. I don't assume it. But yeah, some people can actually trade this as inverted with possibility of this going back up here, retesting that level, and then that will be your TP. So that's something else to look out for as well. You know, always trust your analysis. If your eyes see it, then it's probably there. you know so it's broken out of there. It did that, pulled back, did that, let me draw that out, did that, pulled back, did that, pulled back. So that may be the next move, pull back and then to the upside. That's something to also put into consideration. But personally, I wouldn't touch this gold for now. I'm just going to let it be. So that's again two analysis now. First one for me, I can say let price come all the way back here and then look for a trade, you know, look for a trade back to that top. Or for me, if I want to trade there, probably ignore all of this. Let price come back to this level, because on the long term, I'm expecting price gold to continue. Remember, down to that level that we've been watching it for. So all the way down to that level. So, but right now, I don't really have any reason to chase it. I'm just gonna ignore it and let it break that previous low. And then if it does that, I'm not losing out. But I'm not missing out by not trading all of that. So that's one possibility. Another possibility is for you to just trade, do that, and then continue to the upside, meaning that price is gonna break out. Oops, it's gonna break out, go to the upside, retest that level, and then boom to that previous high. Yep, and then possibly before dropping, possibly creating the double top. Anything is possible in the market. It's just how we react to it and manage the trade that matters. Okay, I'm gonna stop that trade right. This analysis right now, so that I can. So it's not too long. Then, if you have anything you want to ask on the platform, now I can take questions and look at whatever you want me to look at. So thanks, guys, for. Let me see. There was a message. Oh, I sent. Oh, okay, okay. That you sent that. Funny enough, we okay. You sent that message for NZD, I mean USD Swiss franc, didn't you? This one. Okay. And funny enough, you see, you said that, and I saw inverted here as well. Thought you meant this one. But if you look at it, it actually seems like it's like an inverted. So possibly again, so you might, if somebody sees this as an inverted, that could be a trade option, even which confluences with that move. What's it called now? Higher high, higher low thingy that we saw earlier. Higher low, higher high, then creates another higher low, and then continues to the upside. So that's one example. And she said she saw inverted here. Let me see. Where's my pen? Okay, so that's possibly that. Okay, seems quite similar to the one we just saw just now. That move, then that left shoulder, neck, I mean head, then next shoulder here, and then possibly broke the shoulder, the neckline retested, and then yep, that's a good one too. So that may be some another thing you want to look at as confluence. So what that, excuse me, what that means, normally I always use the head to trust, I mean to measure my inverted. So if that be the case, it means this needs to play out all the way from there to there. Will be your TP. Let's see where that gets to. The weekly. Where is it now? Okay, I can find it. Okay, let me just see it on the. Okay, so on the weekly. Oh, excuse me. Take these things off. Okay, I think that will show me. Is there anything else? So okay. Okay, goes all the way back to the top. Yeah, goes all the way back to the top. If that actually plays out though, if the inverted plays out, that's where the TP would be. You know, that massive inverted. Yeah, but whatever be the case, whatever be the case, we'll watch it. We'll work with it, whatever it gives us. Let me see. What else? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording now. Thanks, guys, for tuning in. I would see you on the other side.